Hi everybody, my name is Claire from Bhakti and Bloom. Thank you for joining me today for this lovely, gentle, floor-based class. So today what you will need is your yoga mat, a yoga strap, or you can use a belt or a tie, and optional, a blanket for added comfort for the knees. So I'd like to invite you now to come down to lay on the floor on your mat with your feet hip width apart, the knees are bent, and just slowly rolling down onto your mat. And just taking a little bit of time to settle, just ensuring that the legs are a comfortable distance apart from the buttocks. You can have a little play around there. You can move your feet slightly away or slightly closer and just see what feels good for you. Just relaxing the shoulders back and down, and the back of the neck is long. Palms can rest at the sides of the body, palms facing down or palms facing uppermost, or you can place them on the belly. So just allowing yourself to arrive. Just tuning into the natural rhythm of your breath. And it's always nice when we start a practice to take a few falling out breaths. It gives us the opportunity to have the intention of letting go of anything that doesn't serve us on that out breath. Whether it's stress, tiredness, it can be anything you like. We're just going to release it down into the earth on the out breath. So taking a long, slow breath in through the nose. And exhale. Beautiful releasing breath. Do that twice more. Breathing in. And now just allow the body, the breath to settle. And just allow the body to breathe. We're not doing anything to change the breath. We're just allowing each breath to move freely and easily. If the hands are resting on the belly, you may feel movement as you breathe in, perhaps a sense of expansion into the palms. And as you exhale, the belly moving back towards the spine. And perhaps you don't feel that, and that's fine too. Just allow the breath to be as it is. Perhaps you'd like to feel the breath as it flows in and out through the nostrils. Sensing the temperature as you breathe in and the temperature as you breathe out. Noticing any differences between the inhalation and the exhalation. And if it's comfortable for you, you may like to invite for the breath to move a little deeper into the body. However, if you're just enjoying this natural rhythm of breath, then please do feel free to stay with that. Otherwise, inviting the breath to move deep down into the belly, into the pelvic bowl, And as you breathe in, without straining in any way, just feel that sense of expansion as the belly blows up like a balloon into the hands on the inhale. And as you exhale, the belly releases back down towards the spine. Breathing in that sense of fullness, that sense of vitality. Filling the belly, the lower back, the hips with the breath. And as you exhale, completely releasing, letting go. We'll take 5 more breaths like this in your own time. Breathing into that sense of spaciousness. Completely releasing all that stale air on the out breath. And when you've completed your 5 breaths, just letting it go and returning to that natural ebb and flow of an easy rhythm of breath. And preparing to gently move the body, we're just going to place the arms and hands down at the sides of the body with the palms facing down. I invite you to move with your own rhythm of breath. However, if you're quite new to yoga and you're not familiar with moving with the breath yet, then just breathe naturally and move with a natural breath. So when you feel ready, on an inhale, we're going to allow the arms to extend up and overhead towards or on the floor. And as we exhale, we're gently guiding the hands back down towards the floor at the sides of the body. Inhaling the arms up and overhead, keeping the elbows soft, extending through the fingertips. Exhaling, the hands come back down at the sides of the body. Do that one more time. Breathing in, extending the arms up and overhead, stretching through the armpits, through the fingertips, and exhale, the hands down. Beautiful. On your next exhale, I'm going to gently draw the knees into the chest, placing the palms of the hands on the knees. And as we breathe in, we're going to move the knees gently away, extending through the arms. And as we exhale, we're gently guiding the knees in towards the belly, squeezing. Beautiful. Inhale, gently moving the knees away. And exhale, draw the knees in towards the belly. And just continue with your own rhythm of breath. And just see if you can allow for that movement to be completely guided by the breath. So the movement starts at the beginning of the breath and comes to its completion at the very end of that breath. Beautiful. I'm just going to release the legs down. Just pause for a couple of moments. Now, if you have any lower back pain, you may like to keep this left leg bent with the foot flat on the floor. It just gives a little bit more support into the lower back. So we're going to take a breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to draw the right knee in towards the chest, and we're just going to interlace the fingers around the shin. Again, you can keep this left leg bent, or if it's comfortable, you can extend that leg along the floor, pushing into the heel of the foot so that we are creating stability through this left leg, and it feels really grounded. So just breathing here, relaxing the shoulders. You may find with every exhalation that you can soften and move a little deeper. But remember, that doesn't come from force, it comes from surrender. And this left leg is really anchoring us, keeping that leg grounded and energized by pushing into the heel of the foot. We're going to take the right hand to the right knee, and the left hand can rest on the left hip. I'm just going to make some beautiful circles here. The circles can be tiny or they can gradually become bigger, but we want to try and make this as smooth as possible. You may even like to, if you are a visual person, imagine that you've poured a beautiful, warm, healing oil into the hip joints. And it just helps you, allows you to move a little freer and a little easier. Just releasing any trapped energy in the right hip. Beautiful. And then we're going to change the direction. And the breath can just move freely and easily here. We're not trying to do anything fancy with the breath. We can gradually allow the circles to become smaller and smaller until you come to a natural stop. I'm going to take the left hand onto the right knee, and the right arm can move out at the side of the body at shoulder height, the palm facing uppermost. I'm going to take a lovely nourishing breath in through the nose, and as we exhale, we're going to gently guide that left knee down towards the floor. You probably won't touch the floor. As you can see, there's quite a gap between my knee and the floor. The main thing is that we're keeping this right shoulder anchored down so that we're not going to create any tension through the shoulder. It's a nice gentle twist. We're being kind to our body. If it's comfortable for your neck, you can turn to look towards the right hand. And just take some deep breaths here. Again, you may find that every exhalation that you can soften a little more into the twist, but allow it to be soft, no sense of force. Just be with the breath. On your next inhale, we're going to come back up to center. And we're going to take your strap or your belt or tie. We're just going to place it around the ball of the right foot. On an in-breath, we're going to extend that leg up, pushing through the heel of the foot. We're keeping the left leg active by pushing through the heel of the foot. But again, if you're feeling any discomfort in the lower back, then just simply bend the knee and place the left foot flat on the floor. In the pose, just relaxing the shoulders, lengthening through the back of the neck, scanning the muscles of the face, just checking that you're not holding any unnecessary tension. The eyebrows, the cheeks, the jaw. May even like to make some funny faces, just to release in the jaw. Oh, and just take some lovely deep breaths here. May even like to sigh some breaths out. Beautiful. We're going to release the strap. Keep the leg where it is. I'm just going to take a few ankle rotations here, just circling in one direction 3 times, moving nice and slowly, and then in the opposite direction. I'm going to bend the knee and then slide the foot along the floor to meet the left leg and just relax for a few moments. And just take a little bit of time to notice any differences between the right and left side. You may have a sense of that right leg feeling a little heavier, perhaps tingling, perhaps it feels a little bit longer, or you may not notice anything like that, which is perfectly fine. We'll now prepare to move and do the sequence to our left side. Again, if you need to bend that right knee up with the foot flat on the floor to create comfort in the lower back, then please do so. Otherwise, you can extend through that right leg, pushing into the heel, taking a breath in, and as you exhale, just drawing that left knee in towards the chest, interlacing the fingers around the shin, and just taking some lovely breaths here. Just feeling that support, the lower back, and the earth, and just ensuring we're not holding tension, unnecessary tension through the shoulders. Gently squeezing that thigh towards the left side of the upper body without force. I'm going to take the right hand on the right hip, the left hand on the left knee, and we're going to make some circles here. It doesn't matter which direction, just move intuitively. Allow the breath to be easy and natural. And perhaps this hip may feel a little different, this movement may feel a little different than it did to the right side. For me personally, I hold a lot of tension through my left hip, so it doesn't feel as smooth for me on this side. Just noticing these imbalances in the body. Changing the direction when you're ready. And again, it may feel easier to move the circle in one direction compared to the other. Slowly bringing that movement back to center, taking as much time as you need. And then we're going to take the right hand to the right knee, The left arm can extend out at shoulder level, palm facing uppermost. And you can extend through this right leg if you haven't done so already. So taking a breath in, and as we exhale, guiding the knee down over to the right side. Making sure that this left shoulder stays grounded. So we're not lifting it off the floor to get a deeper twist. We want to keep the integrity of the pose, and we want to keep our body in a stable and safe position. If it's comfortable for the neck, you can slowly turn to look towards the left hand. And just releasing into this beautiful, simple twist. This is a very no frills kind of practice, but it's one that I love to practice every day because I get so much from it. It really releases tension through my lower back, my hips, my legs, and I feel great after it. Just take another breath here. Coming back to center on an inhalation. Taking hold of your strap, and you can rebend that right knee if you need to. It helps you to feel more comfortable through the lower back. We're just going to extend through the heel, placing the strap around the ball of the foot. Just checking the alignment through the spine. Shoulders are relaxed. That we're not gripping too tightly through the strap. Relaxing all the facial muscles. And noticing your breath. How are you breathing right now? Remembering to keep that right leg anchored down and energized by pushing through the heel of the foot. Just take 2 more breaths here. Then keeping the leg where it is, releasing your strap, and just taking some rotations through the ankle, 3 in each direction, nice and slow. Beautiful. Then bending the knee as the heel touches the floor, just gently lengthen the leg to meet the right leg. And just rest here for a moment. And at this point, you may just feel like you want to stay here and move into a Shavasana, and that would be great. You could do that. This would be a beautiful bedtime practice. You could just stay here now, with the eyes closed, just stop the recording, and just surrender into beautiful Shavasana.